Hello and welcome! My name's Heather, I'm a registered professional counselor, and today I'm finally going to be watching Love is Blind Season 2, the reunion episode. I feel like I've been waiting forever to watch this episode, so thank you so much for being patient. I know that this is a highly anticipated video. Let's dive right in.
I don't like that ring. I know you don't. You like gold rings, don't you? You know how I know? Because I asked.
That part was actually hurtful. Everything pre-proposal, it's like I completely understand. Everything after was extremely hurtful.
Ooh, I forgot how bad that clip was. Yeah, that was pretty bad, and I can understand how both Sal and Iyanna can be very hurt by that conversation. There was a lot of flirting, a lot of lines that's been crossed, as I mentioned before, and I just feel really bad for Iyanna and Sal because they had no idea that they were having this conversation, and they have every right to feel betrayed or to feel hurt because that was a really hurtful thing that they both did, was just to have this really inappropriate conversation behind their backs. Again, I just want to say that everything in these videos are a complete speculation. I'm not diagnosing any of the participants. That is unethical. I'm not in a counseling session with them. I don't know them personally. The purpose of these videos is to use certain clips from the show to talk about relationship concepts, psychology theories, and also how we can improve our communication skills.
None of my anger went toward Mal. It went all toward Jarrette because he's my partner and he's the one who owes me loyalty. Mal doesn't owe me anything.
I definitely want to apologize to you for, making you look crazy. I never want to do that ever again. And that conversation should have never happened.
I think she did the right thing, which is to focus and try to have that repair with Jarrette as opposed to, blaming or getting angry with Mallory, because what good will that really do? Although some people may have that initial reaction is to blame someone else and call them a homewrecker or something like that. But I think she's definitely taken the right approach, which is to just acknowledge that she feels hurt, she feels betrayed, and she needs Jarrette to essentially apologize and earn her forgiveness and to work on the relationship and whatever that may be trust, it may be showing that he's committed to just her, especially because Iyanna has been struggling with her feelings of being Jarrette's number one and also struggling with his commitment to her and his love for her. And I can imagine seeing this clip after the fact of getting married, that it might have brought a lot of these feelings back up for her. So definitely something that she and Jarrette needs to work on. Good to hear that she realizes that and he's taking ownership for that as well, and he's apologizing and he understands that it was a very inappropriate conversation. I think that maybe it would be helpful to have some context, because I feel just to say like it was a joke, it was an inappropriate joke, just isn't enough, because it definitely looked like it was more than a joke. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more analysis videos.
Guys, that was disrespectful, y'all. Either one of you could have stopped that conversation immediately.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Cool, man. It would have been nice to know that, though.
Yeah.
No, I'll apologize to you. I'll be a man, because I had no reason to kind of downplay the situation or anything like that. But it was a joke. It was taken out of a context, bad joke. I apologize.
I appreciate that, man. And dude, for the sake of this and for the sake of your guys' marriage, I forgive you.
So I can understand why Sal would have feelings of anger and confusion, because when he talked to Jarrette about the conversation he had with Mallory, yeah, Jarrette just played it off as if it was a joke, but I mean, I guess he could have given him a bit more of a heads up as to what he might see on the season. And I guess Mallory could have also mentioned that as well to Sal because she's his partner. It's interesting that Sal is almost more angry at Jarrette than Mallory. Maybe it's because Jarrette was the one who brought up the whole ring thing, but Mallory was also still flirting with him as well. It's interesting to see where he's kind of directing the blame or his feelings of anger. But again, he said he forgave them, so maybe he really did forgive them, or he's just saying that for the sake of the show. We have seen examples of Sal in the past just be very constrained and he's very clear when he's communicating, but he also doesn't share a lot of his emotions. I'm not too sure exactly if this is also a case of that, or if he does truly forgive them, or if he's just trying to brush it under the rug and not really deal with his feelings or his emotions around it. I don't think he's dating Mallory, so there's really no point in bringing it all up again. And maybe that's just his attitude towards it.
I definitely apologize to Iyanna because that conversation went on longer than it should have. Unfortunately, I took a couple shots before that because I was nervous as shit.
What kind of investment is that in our relationship?
I was fully invested in my choice and my decision. I just felt like after the emotional conversation we had, we never really got to talk.
Mallory apologized to Iyanna, and she also explained a little bit about what was going on for her. Again, very emotional time. I get that. And also a lot of alcohol. I didn't realize that she took that many shots in order to have the conversation with Jarrette. But alcohol, serious conversations do not mix. But she never apologized to Sal. Maybe she has already done that in the past, but she's apologizing to Iyanna, and she could have also taken that opportunity to apologize again to Sal. Again, even if they're not in a relationship, I think that it's important to be able to apologize because he's clearly still upset about it, even though he says he's forgiven everyone. From what I can tell from his face and just the way that he reacted, it still seems like there's some residual feelings around that, and it doesn't hurt to apologize a few more times to someone, especially if you were in the complete wrong, as opposed to just saying, oh, I was really nervous, I was going through a lot, I took 5 shots. It can be helpful to have the context, and I think it is, but she could also follow it up with another apology to him. I just find it interesting that she apologized to Iyanna and not Sal again.
We met for coffee and we chatted. I don't know, the connection just wasn't really there, and we just kind of understood that we were... Maybe it didn't make sense to really, like, continue on.
There was just things that happened, like, that I just don't really feel comfortable saying because it's pointless now. Like, it's our history. You know, like, I
Why
just
are they showing Shake?
call it karma, call it whatever, but it's just, like, I just don't think it's necessary to say.
It sounds like they gave it their best shot, and for whatever reason, it just didn't work. I think he mentioned in the wedding episode that there is issues with work, so maybe there's that, and logistically it was difficult to continue on their relationship. Not all relationships are meant to last forever, and sometimes they just don't, and sometimes they're short-lived, and it's still a beautiful experience, and you know, you had that wonderful connection with the other person, and it just doesn't continue on. And I guess that's what Shake meant, and that's why it zoomed in on his face, but maybe that's what he meant, which is that the show is to find love and it's not necessarily to get married. So I guess I can understand where he's coming from in that sense.
There were many times that I also just felt unheard.
And I'm really sorry if I made you feel that way.
And I forgive you because it's like, it's in the past. It's okay.
Why is he? What is he doing?
Your ex-girlfriend. I think as in your shoes, that's gonna sour a relationship.
What is he talking about?
You can't put it back.
Who are you to like provide that?
I'm just saying that's my freaking opinion.
He literally just said that he does not want to air out dirty laundry.
Yes, thank you, Shane.
To come in and say that.
So I see why everyone wanted me to watch the reunion show. And oh my goodness, Shake is inserting his own thoughts and opinions about things. I mean, I guess it's fine if you have your own thoughts and opinions, but he's saying it as if it's the truth or as if that's exactly what happened. It's his opinion that what happened between Mallory and Jarrette, that conversation was uncomfortable. Sure. I mean, I think everyone can agree with that. Okay, fine. Like, why did you have to bring it up now? And also, nobody asked for your opinion. The other thing is that he's inserting himself and saying that because of the situation with Sal's ex-girlfriend, that it soured the relationship. Well, how would he know that unless he actually talked to the ex-girlfriend, was there in the situation when the ex-girlfriend came, and then talked in extensive length to both Sal and Mallory about whether or not that indeed soured their relationship. So again, I see why everyone is getting really frustrated, because I'm feeling a little bit frustrated because I'm just trying to watch the show and it's a reunion and it's not the DJ Shake show. So I don't see why he necessarily needs to continue inserting his opinions and his ideas in everyone else's business. It's fine if he has his own opinions and ideas, but again, is it the most appropriate time to be doing that? And also, nobody asked for his own thoughts and opinions, and people don't like when you just give them unsolicited advice or when you try to put your own thoughts and make it into the reality of things, because that's just not true. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more analysis videos. Feel free to check out my other therapist reviews videos, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, be kind and love yourself.